Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss about how to load data into a Google Colab. So we all know that Pandas is a library which is used to deal with a data frames, which includes data and different rows, different columns. We can perform different manipulations, transformations, data cleaning could be done with the help of a Pandas, right? So now the question is, before we start with all the manipulations related to a Pandas, it is super important to understand how to load data into a Google Colab. We need data, right? So now let me show you how you can load data into a Google Colab. A very first thing, just try to import our basic libraries that you have studied so far, which are like NumPy, whose alias is NP, and similarly, let me import a Pandas library whose alias is PD. Once you import the libraries, now let me show you like how to load CSV file. Okay, let's say for example you have a data which is already present in a CSV format. CSV in the sense it's a comma separated file. It's pretty much similar to your Excel file only, but it stores information in a comma separated format, something like this. See, it stores like this name, comma, age. So when I say name, it will store it like John, comma, 30, something like this, it will store. Okay. So now the question is like how to load data. Very simple. First click on this files. Once you click on it, it will expand, right? And you could see the upward arrow. Click on upward arrow. It will take you to the file system. Then what you have to do, scroll a little bit to find the file which you are using. So I'm using sales.csv. You can find the link to this dataset in our description. You can use the same dataset. First download it and then do this process. Okay, once you select a sales.csv, just click on open. So it will upload. It is It is uploading. Yes, done. So we have successfully uploaded the sales.csv file into a Google Colab. I'll repeat. Click on files, click on upward arrow and search for your file in our downloads. Before that, make sure you download a file. Just click on that file, click on open. So it will upload into a Google Colab. So once you upload, what you have to do, you have to load that into a Google Colab, right? Very simple. So I'll just call data is equal to call pd dot call your pandas dot you have to use read underscore csv. Since extension of my file is csv, you have to call read underscore csv. Just mention your file name, which is sales.csv. And you could clearly see the file name is sales.csv, right? That's the reason I gave sales.csv. This is one approach. See, we have loaded successfully the data. Okay, the second approach, let's say you don't want to write the file name instead of writing. While writing, I'm pretty much sure you might make a mistakes, small letter, capital letters, and all spelling mistakes. To avoid that, what you people can do? Click on the three dots on your file and just copy the path. Once you copy, use the same code and paste it. Now let me run. See, this is how you will load a CSV file. Okay. Now, what if you have to load the Excel file? Load Excel file. Very simple. Again, go to files, click on upward arrow, and you have to pick a Excel file. So basically, you have an employee.xlsx. Extension of CSV file will be CSV, Excel file will be XLSX. Again, same thing. Use the same concept. I'll call df is equal to pd dot. Since it's an Excel file, it should be read underscore Excel, and you have to pass your file name, which is employee dot extension was SLSX, right? Is XLSX. So we'll write the extension XL is X. Okay. So now let me print GF. Well, this is how you load a Excel file. Looks similar, right? Okay, next important thing is how to load a JSON data. You know, JSON in the sense, it's a list of dictionaries. Any data which is stored in the form of list of dictionaries. If a list including multiple dictionaries, usually we call it like a JSON. Okay. So now the question is like, how do you load such file? Very simple. Again, go to files, click on upward arrow, and you people have to click on this JSON file, employee.json, and you can clearly see here, it looks like a dictionary format, right? Multiple dictionaries are there within a list. You can see here. So this can be loaded as a data frame. I'll show like how to load. Simple, just click on open. Okay, once it uploads, file name is employee.json. So what you have to do is very simple. I'll just call data1 is equal to, so pt dot read underscore json. Okay, for CSV it's read underscore CSV, for Excel it's read underscore Excel, and for JSON it's read underscore JSON. It should be just employee dot JSON. I'm just writing a file name, okay? Yeah, data1. That's it. This is how you load a JSON data. So in this video, you have learned about how to load CSV file, Excel file, and also JSON file. One important thing, every time you upload, don't expect your data will be there for a long time. Let's say for example you upload data now and you take a break for next 2 hours. Once you come back and if you sit in front of this Google Colab, there will not be any data. You have to upload it again. So always be careful. Every time when you start working in a notebook, you have to upload a data and then you have to start working. Okay. So this is all about how to load different types of data into a Google Colab using Pandas. I hope it's clear. Thank you. Happy learning.